Hello and welcome back to Let's Build a Spleef Arena, the globe Spleef Arena. As you can see behind me, we have the globe finished, complete with continents of Africa and Europe and a little bit of Greenland and South America there, and a bridge into it. This episode we are now going to move it inside the globe to fit it out in a beautiful way. First of all, I wanted entrances for the two teams. There's going to be two teams in this spleefing. Well, there is two teams, two players, two things. There's going to be a red and a blue. So first of all, we need to get a way in to the arena. So I cut a hole out in the wall and then went to building like a booth at the top of the stands. The arenas I built, the booths that I built, I'm not overly happy with them. I think it's the worst bit of the build. And I just couldn't get them to look very good. You'll see in a second why. So building the entrance to it to go down into the arena through the gap that I've made in the wall, so you get to the snow to start beating the other player. Fair enough. Easy so far. We started with just a gap, and then I started building up walls to create like a box effect in the stand, and then obviously to see how you just wander down some steps. Now carpet, I love carpet. It's the greatest invention in Minecraft because you can cover up things. So wool carpet works, but I kind of want wood underneath, so that way you can have wood and wool. And you'll see later that it's even more useful when covering up lots of different types of material. Again, just kind of some sort of entrance or windows with fence posts holding up the roof and carpeting there. So this is the blue area, of course, and then steps down to the arena. If I can put them the right way up. And then to demarcate that it's blue again, some wall blocks either side of the steps going into the darkness. Our lighting is such a problem. We'll get some lighting done today. But I need to get rid of all the torches as well. There will be no torches in this build when I'm finished. And just to stop the crowd from getting in, some higher wool walls, because you don't want the crowd attacking the very famous and prestigious Spleef players. There will be an identical one of these to the left, on the opposite side of the arena, which will be red and blue. Fairly nice colours. That we built a little bit later. I just built the blue one as kind of a proof of concept, to kind of trying to design it. And now the worst bit of all was the roof. I just could not. I've ended up making little cottages for some reason at the top of the stands, and they look terrible. But I don't know what else to do to make it better. Then I might come up with something imaginative and ingenious at some point. You never know. These things do happen on a rare occasion. But right now, there's just going to be two little cottages at the top where they come out to. That's on the inside. But how do they get up there? So now we have to build some stairs up to the platform from outside of the arena. This is in the gap, the foyer area. And just coming down for the players to go into the players' entrance, as opposed to the just general public spectator entrance. It's in that kind of area, but I imagine there'll be some sort of security. Obviously I made a mistake, which I do a lot, forgetting that if you're having stairs on a staircase like that, you need a block of 6 flat to be able to have a proper landing area. And I had 4, which meant you get the steps hitting each other, and it just looks bad. So I had to redo that, but when that was done, it's the darkness, lighting. So players can get up to their respective booths. There we go, and in we go. And now I thought I'd block these staircases in with some more oak wood. I've used too much oak. These will change later to, I believe, birch steps, but for now it's still oak. Which isn't. It's just it's getting a bit boring now, and this is the end. I could totally encased them in oak, in blocks. But yeah, the oak's getting a bit boring. But I had to use wood because I don't think stone. I tried stone, and the stone just would not work inside this building. It just didn't look right. It structurally wouldn't work very well. So we're sticking with wood, just different woods. And there we have it. There is the booth you would go into, or the entrance to the booth. You got the steps. If I can put some torches out so we can see. Go up the steps and come out into the arena. And walk down the steps into the middle, and hey presto, you are spleefing against people on the opposite side. Carpet, yes. Now, I want to make the floor a bit more interesting. I don't really like the oak floor, so it'll all be carpeted, but I thought maybe some blue and red paths into the respective areas so the players know where to go would work quite nicely. There we are. The blue one and then the red one. The lights there were kind of test lights. Kind of just to try and work with designs, see what would work, see what would look good. And I'm going to go with the single pole with the lights around it, as you'll see in a minute, as opposed to the kind of floor level light. Counting, make sure I get the same each side. I went too far. There we go, that's where the red staircase will be. Yes, so this is the lighting design I'm going to go for. 4 around a central pole. It will change again at some point, but at the moment each has its own lever. I think that looks quite good. It works quite well, just casts a lot of light and fits nicely in kind of the corner of the carpet. So there we are. More lighting. Lighting everywhere. Lighting's very hard and very important. And a couple more of the same design on that corner of the carpet as well, just to light up underneath the arena, the foyer area underneath the seats a bit better. Believe me, there will be so much more lighting. And now, move to the lava view area underneath to create some windows for seating. I was joined by Tima at this point. You can see there's another person running around. So that I thought it interesting to have seats down here to look up and have an under-edge view of Spleef. I don't know if that will work, but might be an interesting way to view it. So we've got big windows on all 4 sides. And then my favourite thing in the world, without world edit, to make a floor. Yay, floors! All the way across it, again oak wood, but they'll be carpeted, so it's just kind of any block really to then put carpet on top of, just to give another floor underneath. So we've now got the foyer floor and the kind of dungeon basement lava view area floor. Here we go, all the way around. A bit quicker with help, which was nice. And keep going and going and going. Almost done. Oh, last section, and then the flooring is complete. There will be 4 benches and lots of lighting down here. And now to get some steps down to it, because obviously there's no way down at the moment, apart from through the snow into the lava, which is maybe not the best way of going. So just simple hole, building up with oak around it in kind of a wall, and then putting the steps down. Just straight steps, nothing special, they just fitted, which was lucky. And steps again in the stairs. Having a look outside for some reason. All the way down. Yeah, I was a bit of an idiot there. There we go, steps down to the bottom. And just kind of boxing in the top a bit to make it a little bit neater. Neatness is everything. And here we have what we're calling these areas. We've got 2 steps down, one on either side. So it's lava view, because you have a view of the lava. And just to stop people falling off the stairs, a bit of a wall. Again, building in the dark because I have no lighting. Maybe I should have the lighting first before I started doing this stuff so you could actually see what I was doing. It's too simple. That's what people would expect me to do. There we go, now some lighting. There, so you've got a wall made out of, funnily enough, oak wood. And we've flushed against the wall there, completely out of oak. And these are the seats we're going to have underneath. Just general seating. Just normal benches, 6 wide, and all the way up to the top. So people can look into the lava when there's lava there and seeing people die, screaming, probably. It's a bit weird when you think about it, really, isn't it? These are going to be, stop people falling out, something to lean on the sides in case the back, and yeah, you won't have people going underneath, they're just completely blocked in. Oh, some torches. A lot of torches in one place. And so you can't get around the back as well. And it requires one less area to light up, basically. Yeah, doing the interior was... It was harder than the outside because I had to be more creative. Because obviously on the outside, the design was done for me. The earth exists. It was just a case of, it was more a mathematical challenge than a creative interior design challenge. And I'm not very good at interior design in Minecraft, so this was a lot harder. Because I had to kind of had a space, had to fill it with stuff. I had to work out what to fill it with. So seats are good. And then there's a food area, beer, a couple of beer places, and more lighting. Now I got really adventurous here, and for lighting inside the dome, I decided to attempt to create some constellations. This is Orion. If you don't know, an interesting fact: the pyramids of Giza. The 3 pyramids actually line up with Orion's belt. 2 in a row and 1 just off, but not quite. Interesting fact. And here is a picture. You see, I will put a picture up to prove that fact. That's interesting. Maybe. Don't know. Now the plough or the Big Dipper, whatever you want to call it. Now I started doing this the wrong way round. As you can see, pointing up at Polaris, the pole star, North Star. Yeah, I got it the wrong way round. There's Orion again. Because I'm an idiot, really. So, yeah, sorry, let's get rid of that. Didn't look good. I also had Cassiopeia and Cygnus. I put in. This is Orion's belt, well-known bit. And I missed out a star on the top. And the one on the right top corner is too high as well. It should be a little bit lower than... Yeah, there we go. It should be there. And then there's one on the top as well, just to that side. So that's the better... It's a better representation of Orion. My favourite constellation, because living in the Northern Hemisphere it's always there. And the plough is quite recognisable as well. It's a bit like a plough or a saucepan. Or the Big Dipper. Has many names. Because it looks like a plough or a saucepan. There's the plough blade. And here's the bit you attach to the horse. The harness. It also looks like a saucepan. And if you follow the 2 ends stars, you get to Polaris, which is there. And now we have Cygnus. It's not a constellation I'm familiar with, but I like the look of it. It seemed potentially plausible to fit in there. The other one, Cassiopeia, again, I don't know Cassiopeia, but again, it looked nice. It was a small one, Cassiopeia. not technically in the right place because that should be opposite the opposite side of the pole star to the North Star, whatever, Polaris, to the plough. But that's Cygnus, Swan, obviously, so it looks a bit like a swan. And a little gap there for Cassiopeia, which I fill up in a second when I've worked out what it looks like. My original aim was to have a complete sky with using Google Sky Map, but what I've built is nowhere near big enough to fit all that in, and that would have taken ages. Because again, it's not easy trying to translate it to the inside of a sphere. This is Cassiopeia. Quite a small constellation. Done. And now, it's time to get rid of the old attempt, the original attempt. Tima was doing this and decided to take the TNT route, obviously. So a quicker way of destroying stuff, really. There you go, good view of the globe from the viewing platform. Because this was just sitting there, completely wasted space now. So TNT, my lighthouse in the background. The first thing I built on the server was that lighthouse. Bang, 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 bang. There we go, all gone. Well, partly gone. Oh, another ring. Let's go back to work. I've seen enough explosions for now. And there it is, look at it, isn't it lovely? Just sitting there, gently floating in the water. Oh, a lot of TNT now. Oh, I'm just flying around randomly at the moment. Let's see this. Alright. Why am I not watching? I'm an idiot. And now, the top. The top, well, it needs to be a polar ice cap. I thought about digging it in like before, but you know, I couldn't be bothered, so I thought I'd see if putting just snow on top would work and not look too much like an iced Christmas pudding. So this is the Arctic ice caps, and because of global warming, they're quite small. They should probably be bigger. Probably were bigger once. Somewhere out there are polar bears. Yeah, so that's the end of this episode. We've started on the inside. We've got the lava view area done. We've got the blue entrance. Haven't done the red entrance yet, and we got rid of the old thing. Next time, last episode, I will finish off the inside with all sorts of stuff, including the food, beer, red entrance, and more lighting. So yes, thank you for watching. Come back next time, and goodbye.